Halloween is right around the corner, so we thought we'd get in the spirit of the holiday by talking through some scary movies. Now, how scary a movie is kind of a subjective thing, but we have our own kind of test here. It's called the Brody test. Brody is not a big fan of scary movies, and so we picked 12 movies that we think he might like. We're going to call them gateway horror films or horror films for someone who just maybe is new to the genre but wants to get in the spirit of Halloween. Brody, you ready for this list?
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
I am just now seeing this list, and these look scary. I will say there are two that I have seen, but they were so long ago, I don't remember anything about them.
Well,
but everything else looks scary, Charlie. These don't look like gateway. These look like just scary movies.
Well, look, if we're getting in the pool, even if you're getting in the pool in the shallow end, you're still in the water, buddy. So they got to be a little scary here. You can't be dry. You got to get wet. So, hey, we're going to make Brody real wet tonight. So our first movie for our audio listeners.
Dry, I'm going to need a little.
This is a good, grab your favorite bottle and
pour myself a little drink here. The last of my bottle.
For our audio listeners, we have these 12 movies. We have Get Out. We have The Witches. To be fair, the 1990 The Witches. Totally Killer. Happy Death Day. The Lost Boys. Insidious. Fright Night. The Final Girls. Abigail. Poltergeist, Ready or Not, and The Conjuring. So we are going to talk through these 12 movies. We're going to mix them up, though, and we'll kind of talk them one at a time, and Brody's going to place them on a list of how scary they sound to him. So buckle up. Let's mix them up.
I'm going. There we go.
There we go. All
Got it. Nailed it.
The Witches. Dylan, you love this movie. Tell Brody why he should watch it and not be scared.
Brode, it's one of those things where it does. When you introduce the actual witches in it, it gets a little bit creepy. But I gotta say, once you get Angelica Houston in there and she's vamping it up and she's going way over the top, she's a fantastic. She almost becomes like a Bond villain. I love her performance in this. Absolutely one of the best she's ever done. Yes, the witches hate children. They want to turn them into mice or just kill them. I don't know if they don't want to eat them. They actually stink. So they don't even want to smell them. They look like they're about to puke every time they're about to see them. Their eyes glow purple, and they have bad wigs that they just take right off, and the Grand High Witch takes her entire face right off, and she just almost looks like a demonic mouse herself. Fantastic though, Brode. You go that Rowan Atkinson is in it as well, playing like a Fawlty Tower-esque.
You can't be scared of Rowan Atkinson's in it.
Can't be scared of Mr. Bean.
He's fantastic. Everybody in this one is fantastic. I would not say that this is super duper scary, but I mean, you've got witches, and they want to go after kids. There is the scene in the beginning where one girl gets like basically put right into a painting, and then she just stays there. You never see her move, but she gets to an old woman and dies, I guess, which is kind of freaky. But you know what? It's not that bad, bro. You can take it. You can handle it.
So I remember seeing commercials for this when I was a kid, and the commercials freaked me out, which is probably why I've never seen it, because it scared me. The commercials scared me as a child, and I was like, don't ever want to watch that. What year did this come out?
1990.
Yeah.
So I was like 8 years old when this came out, dude. I'm like, oh, I don't want to watch it. It's probably on like the lesser scary though.
It really
especially,
is,
it's 1990 stuff, Yeah. And so are we going number 1 is I would most likely watch it because it's not scary, or number 12?
Yeah, number 1, let's make it the friendliest watch for you, yes. And number 12 will make the scariest watch for you.
Okay. All right. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to drop this at number 3.
Oh, bro. When you watch this, you're going to be like, why didn't I put it at number 1?
I can always change it.
You can't change it.
You can always change it. Speaking of movies that aren't scary at all, Insidious.
Yeah, right. Look at this poster, Charlie.
What a happy, friendly little family movie. Look, this is rated PG-13.
Come on.
During the course of tonight, we're going to talk about scary movies in 2 ways. Number 1, like roller coasters. They're thrilling, scary. Everyone has different things that they like in roller coasters and things that they might be a little bit more afraid of. Some people don't do well
I don't
with
like
heights.
roller coasters.
Some people don't do well with speed. Some people don't do well with roller coasters that are in the dark, with dangling legs, with dangling
Drops.
with big drops, big long slow steep climbs. That's what this movie is.
I don't like any of that, which is why I don't like roller coasters.
Oh, we talk spicy food if you prefer. This is a good movie, and I think that's important. I think in order for it to be a fun watch, it's got to be a good movie. Scary for the sake of scary is just like trying to eat spicy food for the sake of eating spicy food. Was that me in my 20s? Absolutely. Oh, it's really hot. Doesn't matter if it tastes good. I just want to challenge myself here to go on like one of those hot wing challenge shows. Now, spicy, I love, but it's got to taste good. So the characters are all very likable. I'm going to try not to spoil anything for the week. I think the less you know, the better. It is, an unnerving film, and the horror is really built through atmosphere and tension. It's not gory. It's not, like overly like, aggressive in the way that it presents itself, but it is creepy, it is unnerving, and it is tense, and it does involve a child in a coma and some evil spirits, and so there are some things that could be triggering depending on what stuff kind of scares you. But if that stuff doesn't scare you, it's a good movie. It's worth a watch. It's a scary movie. It's maybe a couple close your eyes moments, but a good Halloween film. Oh yeah.
No, this all sounds scary. I'm putting this at like number 10.
He's such a happy boy. Look how happy he is.
He's not happy. Look at what's wrong with his eyes.
They're bright. They're twinkling.
They're twinkling.
Eyes.
He's a glimmer of love and sunshine.
Mm-hmm.
Well, ready or not, Dylan, you come on. This is like a movie built in the lab for Brody, right?
Absolutely. Shall I give him the plot?
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm ready
Lay
for
it on him.
Basically, bro, as you see right there, Samara Weaving, she is about to marry into a very rich, prolific family. Interestingly, every time these family members need to get married, they actually had they built their fortune off of board games. And so
I like that.
Yeah, once they get married, they put all the different games into what have you. And she chooses whoever it is chooses, and apparently some of the games are really tame. It's like, hey, it's like checkers or it's chess or this or that card game. But this one, she gets hide and seek, which means the entire family has to find her and kill her. And they very much underestimate Samara Weaving. Don't ever underestimate Samara Weaving. The real question is, if their family is cursed, so if they don't kill her, they'll all die themselves, so they believe. Because they made a pact with the devil. That's where they got their fortune. And her idiot husband never said a word. So she's not exactly happy about that. And so she decides to turn the tables. Does she do it? Is she effective? Samara Weaving. So we all know the answer.
How is hide and seek a board game?
It's not a board game. There's several different games. Some of them
we're gonna play a
games.
game.
I mean, they diversified.
Oh, okay.
They diversified. She chooses hide and seek, and they go after her because if they don't, they're all gonna die. And the real question
this
is,
gory?
Really,
Is this gory?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say gory so much as it is violent because they are all from kids
it is
to
violent
grandparents.
and it is gory, but it does feel a little bit more like an action movie than a straight like horror movie. Like it's got horror overtones, and certainly like some of the death scenes are more over the top, and there's maybe a little bit more blood, but it plays a little bit more like like a one man army kind of movie. A larger force coming after them, and she's having to battle them. Deal with them one at a time, kind of thing. The plot will feel familiar as you're going, but with enough twists and turns.
Oh yeah,
it's an enjoyable movie. It's a fun watch. It's if blood bothers you, maybe not great, but outside of that, good.
Okay, this actually doesn't sound too bad. I'm gonna drop this at number 2.
So you
think actually really like it?
Is more scary than this?
I don't know. I'm just keeping that option open.
Okay.
There's a good chance that things will shift.
Things will always shift. Contents may move during the course of transport. Well, here, look, speaking of old movies here, we got The Lost Boys with a very young Kiefer Sutherland, the Coreys, and plenty more young actors. What was this, 89, 88, something like that? My goodness, this was a long time ago. Dylan,
it's
tell him.
earlier than that. This is the first two Corey's movies. So it's gotta be like,
87.
what,
Oh
87?
boy. 87.
Yeah, that
Wow.
makes sense.
Sleep all day, party all night, never grow old, never die. It's fun to be a vampire. That's the tagline.
Never grow old, Michael, and you'll never die, but you must feed.
This is one that I feel like I may have seen this one, but I don't remember like anything about it. So lay it on me. What's this one? Vampires, right?
Vampires.
Basically,
yes.
Corey Haim comes to town with his brother Michael and his mom Diane Diane Weist. And they go there. Her dad is there, their grandfather, and he's lived in Santa Carla for a long time. And they get there and they're all happy-go-lucky until, of course, they stay for a little bit too long because of all the damn vampires. And then you've got the Frog Brothers who are coming in to, they kill vampires. So, or supposedly. So Sam tries to team up with them because Michael apparently has gotten into the crosshairs of these prolific vampires who want him to join the ranks instead of just kill him. Can they save him? Can they kill the head vampire and turn Michael back? Is Star right there and little Laddie, are they going to stay vampires as well? Are they going to be turned back too? Are they going to kill the vampires? And the thing with vampires is no bloodsucker ever goes out the same way. Some scream and yell, some go quietly. But all of them want to take you with them.
I'm going to go. I think this one actually doesn't sound too scary.
It's really fun.
So I'm going to put this one at number 4.
Good. Look at this. We're on a roll with vampires.
I will say real quick before we move on, the great Timmy Capello, who's a saxophone player who was like all over the place in the 80s, has a great shirtless sax. Like, it is just like he is dripping in sweat, long hair, slick back in a ponytail. It is like the most 80s thing you will ever see. And saxophone has never been sexier. Ever. It is one of those, like, it is like the shirtless volleyball scene in Top Gun of saxophone performances. It is great.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's good.
Okay.
That's a good way of putting it. That's great.
All right. Fright Night. Oh, we get some more vampires here. Now, this is not the remake. This is the original.
With Colin Farrell? Come on.
It's not a bad remake, but this is the original. Welcome to Fright Night.
I've never seen it. I've never seen this
Andy
one.
McDowell playing a horror movie host on the back when they had those kinds of things on television because they only had like 3 channels. You got Charlie, who is the boy next door, and he decides instead of having sex with his girlfriend, he's going to take a look at what's happening next door because Jerry Dandridge is probably one of the coolest vampires I've ever seen. Who plays him? He plays the voice of Jack Skellington, plays Jerry Dandridge, and he never jumps out. He just walks right up. He doesn't have to.
Chris Sarandon for
those
who's keeping score at home.
Gorgeous. But he is still a vampire, and
still a vampire.
He's not very nice, but he is so cool. Oh.
Fun fact, Brody, this movie was written and directed by Tom Holland.
Wow.
Not Spider-Man Tom Holland.
Different Tom Holland.
I figured.
Yeah.
He also wrote Psycho 2, though, so I don't know.
Oh,
but he did write. But he did
That's
write.
Not bad.
Okay.
That's true. Didn't he direct that? No. He didn't. Yeah, he did direct. He directed the first one, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. This one doesn't sound too bad. So I'm going to drop this at 6.
6. Wow. It's 2 spaces past Lost Boys. Okay. All right. Makes sense.
Now, Brody, I'm going to do my best to convince you that The Conjuring isn't scary, but I feel like you've already mentally put this at the bottom of the list. This is a very good movie, and it is. Look, Brody, you're a fan. Let me appeal to you, the family man. You love movies where at the core there is a happily married couple, right?
Yep.
They have a nice family. They're nice people, and at the core, the Patrick Wilson, Vera Farmiga. They have a fantastic, loving marriage. She's a powerful, autonomous, independent woman. Their marriage is rock solid. He's a funny, wisecracking, gentlemanly swashbuckler. They're going into houses, they're investigating things, and their whole drive. You get Lily Taylor, Ron Livingston,
Okay.
young Joey King. Yeah, it's a good cast. It's well shot. It's well done. And look, it's a haunted house. And if that, if paranormal stuff kind of freaks you out, this is probably going to be a scary movie. But it again, it's not bloody. It's not gory. There's some jump scares and things like that, and certainly some startling and frightening things. But
Don't like jump scares.
It's a particular type of horror movie that, like, if you're in the mood for like a really good movie, good story, good cast, likable characters, that's also going to freak you out a little bit. It's atmosphere. Again, it's atmosphere and tension, and it just builds and builds and builds, and it's tense. But it's not like people are getting ripped in half, or like you're not seeing any entrails or innards splattered all over your screen. It's a good movie.
Is it rated R?
It's a scary movie, but it's a nice, like, but that's the point, right? You want to be scared when you watch, we're talking horror movies here. You're not getting on the roller coaster thinking, I can't wait to go 5 miles an hour. You know it's going to be a little scary. That's part of why you're doing it. And it's more fun when you embrace that and just let it kind of scare you a little bit. And then you can, at night you hear like a little creak in your house and your eyes open a little wide and be like, The Conjuring? But then you can go back to bed. No saxophonist, though.
Bro, come on. It's the Warrens. You know all of it's fake.
I thought it was all
oh,
real.
I'm a powerful psychic. I'm going to use my psychicness to stop this because
all right.
we're the Warrens.
I'm going to...
That's not how it works.
For now, because I think Charlie made some good points. So I'm going to drop it at 9.
All right. All right, Brody. Abigail.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you anything about the movie. Because
it's a doll, right? Is this in the same universe as The Conjuring?
You're thinking of Annabelle.
Oh.
Now, Annabelle is a different movie. Annabelle, and then you have Abigail, and then you have Megan. So they're all different.
A lot of dolls.
A lot of different, well, there's no doll in Abigail. There's no doll. I mean, some of the gentlemen, they're dolls or whatever. They're lovely little, what a doll. But no, this is a movie where the less you know about it, the better. Ooh. And some of you may know some of the, the twists. It's not like it gets spoiled in a lot of the trailers anyway. But if you're just watching this and you've never heard of it and you just want to go watch it, do it without like watching the trailer, do it without like looking up spoilers, and just kind of enjoy it. It is a kind of more of an action comedy horror movie. So like it's got like elements, not that it's like overly funny, it's not like a Tucker or Dale versus Evil kind of laugh out loud. But there's some comedy moments, and it kind of plays a little bit more like an action movie, a little bit like Ready or Not. It is over the top with some of the gore. Blood. It's got some, it is certainly they don't shy away from when people die. You don't go, I wonder if they made it. They're dead. They are real dead. But it's a fun movie. I think you would actually like this. I think it's like the kind of horror movie you would enjoy because the way that it's scary is not like in a way that I think stays with you. I will say like the Conjuring, Insidious, movies like that. There's a that might linger a little bit, like the way that that those movies kind of scare you. But that's good. Like a movie that lingers with you is a good thing. But some of that can like kind of hang around a little bit, like because it's more atmosphere. So you kind of feel a little bit more unnerved. And then after a movie, you're not watching Abigail going, oh boy, that could be me.
Oh yeah. No.
There's never like a moment where you're like, oh man, this parallels so much of my, what I fear in life.
Okay.
Good. But watch it. It's good. Not great, but good.
You say not great?
It's not the great, like this isn't the 10 best or 12 best horror movies list.
Are there jump scares?
That I think is good. I mean, it's not a movie that's built on jump scares. So, if there's a couple of like startling moments, sure. Like I think every movie has a couple of those kind of built in, but there are some that like survive on those. That's not what this is.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Because I'm still not real sure about this one. I'm going to drop it at number 5.
All right. Dylan, man, Get Out. This was great, right? You saw this, right, Dylan?
The dude is sitting there screaming.
Yeah, he really is. He really is, bro.
But he's
not
so
filling me with a whole lot of like piece about this one.
Let me.
I've never seen this one. I've heard about it. I've heard people love it, but I'm like, I don't think I want to watch it. Was this the one with the masks?
No.
Or is that a different one?
Masks.
Nope. That Nope is a different movie. Also, Us is, I believe, the movie with the masks.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All from horror. Who knew? Horror master Jordan Peele.
Right.
Who knew watching those Key and Peele sketches back in the day that he would turn out to be like the one of the greatest horror directors of our generation. But
Yeah.
man, he's great. And this is a really disturbing movie, but like really good, really layered with like really like good message and allegory. It's like, again, like I don't want to spoil it. I think there are some of these movies in the list are kind of like what you see is what you get. And so it's not like really spoiling. It's kind of just like more, this is kind of what it is. This movie's layered. And again, the less you know about it, the better. It has a little bit of, a little bit of body horror maybe mixed in there in small doses, but it's really more like a psychological horror, I think.
Okay.
That is an excellent way of putting it. This is much more psychological than it is. But I mean, there is also body horror. I would say that this one, instead of being like, let's say, fantasy, I would almost say science fiction a little bit. Touch of science fiction.
Little touch. Yeah. Look, a lot of this depends on who you're watching it with. Maybe you have a loved one that you want to get into the horror genre and you're a horror aficionado. My wife is not a big fan of horror movies, but like half the movies on this list are ones that we have watched together and kind of used as like gateway films to get into the genre a little bit, including this movie, which definitely has like a mystery thriller element. If you're a little bit new to the genre, like horror movie genre, a lot of it is finding the right subgenre, right? You got the psychological thrillers and things like that. This has definitely like a mystery thriller vibe to it, as well as like an undercurrent to the horror and the psychological horror and a little bit of body horror. Little body horror. Just
hint of sci-fi.
All right. Some of that sounds interesting and some of it doesn't. So I'm going to drop it at number 8.
Scarier than the others, huh?
It's fair.
Even though it doesn't sound interesting.
Well, he's going to have a very it's going to be boring watching Poltergeist. Are you putting this in number 1, Brody? Is this, you don't look scared at all by the TV tie a rope around your waist?
I know that I've seen this one.
Have you seen part 2?
It's been a long, long time since I've seen this one. It's probably been 25 or 30 years since I've seen it.
Did you see part 2 as well?
No, I've never seen number 2. Number 1 scared me.
3, huh?
I thought it was
Have you
scary.
seen the others?
I have not seen the others.
Really? Whoa.
But I love you. You gotta love some Craig T. Nelson. I mean,
yeah, he's in the second one.
Is he in the second one too?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know who's in the second one.
So
this is PG, Brody. This is rated PG. It's not even scary.
This was before PG-13 was a thing, though, right? PG-13 didn't exist when this came out.
1982.
Yeah, PG-13 didn't exist when this came out.
Oh, you think it can't be re-rated?
No, they don't re-rate movies.
That makes sense because Jaws is still like G.
Yeah, I think Jaws is like PG.
For anyone who's curious, 1984 is when the PG-13 rating dropped. So anything before then, it's R, it's PG, and like let's rock.
That's crazy.
So this is PG, no big deal.
A Poltergeist, so the house is haunted, right? And they come through
yeah, you tell us about this one, bro.
I don't remember. It's been a long, long time. I know.
Come on.
I saw a Ghost Adventures episode where they investigated this house, though, and this house is like still there, and the people are weird that live there. But it's just a haunted house, right? That's like
the house is haunted.
I mean, it's maybe a little simplification, but
I do know that in the end, when the gal is in the pool, they did put like actual dead bodies.
No skeletons.
Actual skeletons.
It's not like you had a bunch of juicy corpses.
We got some fresh ones for you.
They were real bodies, though. They were real.
They were not real bodies, bro. Bodies have like skin and flesh on them. These were skeletons.
Skeletons and bodies are the same thing.
Skeletons and bodies are not the same thing. If I had to stand next to a skeleton, a dry skeleton, I'd be like, oh, okay. If I went into a doctor's office and I saw that, I'd be like, that makes sense. If I saw some juicy corpse flashing bodily fluids everywhere, I'd have a big problem with that. Big problem with that.
I think that I'm at the point now where I need to start making some adjustments. Because I don't know if this is, well, maybe this would be number one because I've seen it before. And I saw it as a not a child, but like a younger person.
I wonder if you saw so look, this is from the era where, you know, we're of an age where some of these we might have seen on TV rather than
that's
like the actual
That's
copy.
actually true. The edited for time and content. That's true.
Yeah. And so like I know like they changed like the scene where he's ripping his face off, like it's different. Like there's some different sequences and things to like soften for, you know, what was it, like the Die Hard, the Yippee Ki Yay, Merry Christmas or whatever they used to put on for TV.
Mm-hmm.
So it might surprise you a little bit, I guess, with some of the content.
All right. Well, that's a good point. Okay, so we're gonna do some shifting here. I'm gonna move Ready or Not to number one because so far that sounds like one that I could handle. I think I'm gonna move Witches up. It is a child's movie, right? It's a kid's movie. Witches, right?
But there are kids in the movie. They hate kids and they want to kill them all. Kill them all.
And
Charlie sort of.
It's also rated PG, but this is PG in an era where PG-13 existed. So, yeah, I think it's on the tamer side.
Okay, so do I want Poltergeist at number 3 or do I move Lost Boys?
I'm a little knowing how you feel about supernatural horror films. I'm a little bit surprised to hear how cavalierly you speak of Poltergeist. You have refused to see any of the other you want to watch a little Paranormal Activity? I was shocked to find out you've seen The Ring. I was very surprised.
Yeah, I did see The Ring.
And you loved it. See, that's why you got to move Conjuring up to 1.
I did not love it.
You said and I quote, that wasn't even scary, bro.
It sounds exactly like me. No.
That does.
I watched it. I didn't think it was that scary, but then I never revisited it, and I never saw any sequel. So
because it wasn't really good.
I like the first one.
Okay, I'm dropping Poltergeist at number 5.
Looks good.
I think The Grudge was scarier than The Ring.
The Grudge. Oh, I mean that's fine. We're not here to talk scarier. We're here to talk scary less. Like the Happy Death Day, which is like the Groundhog Day of horror movies, as it has been put. It is a time loop movie.
Yeah.
And part of that allows you, I think, to kind of divorce yourself from like when in a horror movie you have these characters you like that are constantly getting killed. In this case, it's just one character that you like who's killed over and over. Now I don't want to spoil anything again. So I think it's a fun movie. You can understand that premise going into it and know that there's going to be some jump scares. There's going to be it's like a slasher film. You get a lot of that kind of content, but it's funny. And it's funny, like, okay, no, Brody, I'll just relate it to you this way. It's kind of like Shaun of the Dead.
Okay.
Where it's funny, and then all of a sudden at the end, it's whoa.
Yeah.
And it gets kind of like, heavy and serious. And I think this movie does a really nice job of like giving you a horror film that's funny, but like a little bit scary. And then all of a sudden get heavy at the right time to kind of give it a little gravity. And it's not like and they do a nice job. I won't say how, but with like upping the stakes. So it's not just like an endless time where she can figure this out. There's stakes involved as to why that's not the case. And so like I think they just do a nice job really creating a fun world. Yeah. But it's a great gateway. This is the first one on this list that my wife and I watched. She loved it and kind of got her excited to try more. So I highly recommend it.
This is one you have told me about, and I am actually interested in seeing this. So this one I am going to put at number 1 because you have talked about it before, and I've been like, oh, that actually sounds like I would watch that.
Yeah, you would.
Mm-hmm.
It's on the streaming service, and I remember putting it on my list. I don't remember if it was Peacock or Paramount or something. I don't know, but it's on one of them.
Things are shuffling around.
God, every month they move right around. It's so annoying.
It's just
hate
crazy.
Streaming.
Hopefully, it's not just stuck at Tubi. Here's one that's not going to shuffle though, and it's a film called Totally Killer. This is a Prime original.
Okay.
This is a time traveling horror film. So you get a serial killer who stalked the town back in the 80s, and then through a series of happenstances, perhaps he reappears and then forces a little time travel hijinks. So not only do you get like kind of like the fun of like the retro stuff. Like there's a scene where she's at the school that she doesn't attend, and she's like, "Oh, did you need to see like some ID?" And they're like, "ID? Like, this is the 80s, like wait, just go to class or whatever. Like you just you give us your name." So there's a lot of like funny, like for people who like lived through the 80s as children. I think it's kind of fun to like get to see some of that stuff thrown back in. There's some like fun atmospheric stuff, but they also don't shy away from like, from the slasher stuff. So you get kind of a fun, like Scream-like slasher film with like, I think a little bit more humor, a little bit of heart. And you get like the kitsch of like the time travel stuff, the fish out of water, and the kind of like you get to see the garb and the music, and a lot of jokes about what it was like to be a teen in the 80s versus a teen in the 2020s. I wasn't a teen in the 80s, but I can imagine.
All right, I'm gonna try. I did some more shuffling. I think I'm gonna drop this at number 6, and I did move Poltergeist below Fright Night.
Okay, smart.
So you think Poltergeist is scarier than Fright Night?
I think so. Thinking about it, kind of hearing what you guys have said about it, and Charlie made a really good point that I likely watched it on like UPN Sunday afternoon, edited for time and content, and a lot of stuff was probably cut out. So I don't even know if I've seen like the theatrical release, the normal movie. I'm not sure, but I think I could probably handle vampires more than poltergeists.
Yeah. Even though vampires, you just need like a cross, some holy water, and then, sunlight. Whereas any poltergeist would probably laugh at all of that stuff.
It's true.
And we'll at the end of the episode, we'll throw out some extra recommendations of some stuff that Brody has seen and some other ones that didn't quite make the list.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for that. This last movie is called The Final Girls. I think this is a really fun one. I think I've talked to you about this one before, guys, but this is kind of like a very sweet and kind of like emotional, funny horror film that really does a wonderfully good job of being playful within the genre. And it's like a daughter who's lost her mother, who was like had a one-hit movie that she was in, like a horror movie when she was younger. And so like they go to watch the horror movie in the theater, and something happens, and the kids get sucked into the horror movie with her mom. And so you're kind of like experiencing the horror movie, where like some people are aware that it's a horror movie and some people are not, but like the stakes are raised, and ultimately you get like a nice healing story, like a mother-daughter story. So it's like heavy right when you're not expecting it, and it's good. I think I teared up at one point near the end. It was sweet and sad in a way that I think not in a bad way. Like it's like in a look, me, I'm a sucker. The kids like to watch me to see if I'm crying whenever we watch a movie. It doesn't take much these days. She loves her mom, but the horror movie is really fun. You get like the camp, so you get like a Friday the 13th type camp setting.
Okay.
You get like the camp slasher type stuff, but like all with kind of like a wink, but then, the stakes do get raised, and we do get some good kills, some creative kills, some good, horror stuff, good funny dialogue. Malin Ackerman, if you guys are familiar with your boy from your HBO show that you liked, where Thomas Middleditch, that one.
Who are you talking to?
The Python Code. You, Brody. The Python Code.
The Python Code.
The coders.
What are you talking about?
The coders. Pied Piper.
Oh, Silicon Valley.
My gosh, man. Throw me a life raft when I'm drowning.
Silicon Valley. I had no idea. I thought you were talking to Dylan.
Thomas Middleditch. You love him. Anyway.
I don't know who he is. Which character was he?
He's the main guy. He's like the main actor in the show that you've watched every season of.
I've never even heard of that.
It's a really funny show.
Okay.
Really funny show.
The actress who played Maybe is in it. Does that move you at all?
Hey.
From Arrested Development. Adam Devine. The youngest Farmiga. We talked about a Farmiga earlier. Taissa Farmiga. I don't know how to say her name, but she's definitely a Farmiga. You see it when you see her. She's the much younger sister of the other Farmiga.
All right. So I am going to drop Final Girls. I'm dropping. I'm shifting everything down, and it's going into number 6. So below Abigail. So I think that this looks about doable for me. The only one maybe like shifting Lost Boys down for Abigail, if Abigail leans more into the action. I don't know.
Wait a second, mine, bro. You got like this one, like Lost Boys leans into action completely. They told one of the Frog Brothers to try and sound like Sylvester Stallone.
It is definitely that Lost Boys is definitely not scarier than Abigail. I don't.
Okay.
Look, it is very easy for the person who does not think things are spicy to say this is wow, this is not scary at all. Like, everyone's got different tolerance levels for things, which is why I think the spicy analogy works really well.
Okay.
Oddly enough, my wife does not like spicy food, and so when I eat things, I have to use a different scale if I'm telling her, "Hey, you should try this." It's a different scale than what I don't. She's like, "Is it spicy?" And it's easy to kind of be cocksure about it and be like, "No, it's not spicy at all." But like for you, maybe a little spicy.
Okay.
So Abigail, a little spicy compared to Lost Boys, which is like white bread. Come on.
Okay.
Come on.
All right. Then
It's good. It's a good movie. It's not scary. Were you scared watching this even as a child? Were you? It's got Corey Feldman in it. It can't, by rule, it cannot be scary.
That's a good point. Good point. Or it's a good point.
All right.
I gotta rewatch this. This is making me want to rewatch The Lost Boys. I gotta.
Then I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna lock in this list for gateway horror movies, at least for me, because I don't like scary. I don't like jump scares. I don't like feeling anxious and feeling like stuff is coming. I enjoy the lighter stuff. I enjoy action. I enjoy comedy. So I feel like this, just based on the descriptions that I have been given, this feels good to me. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to read these off.
You just said that so perfectly. That's beautiful.
I'm going to read these off.
Read them off.
At number 12, there's Insidious. Looks scary. Don't want to watch it. Conjuring, again, looks too scary. Just looking at the poster, don't want to watch it. And your descriptions don't help. Get Out, he's still sitting there screaming. Couple. Too scary. Don't want to watch it. Poltergeist, seen it. Probably won't watch it again, though I don't know. We'll see. Number 8, Fright Night. Could probably watch it, but it's just lower on the list.
Bro, you have to watch it. It's a classic.
Number 7, Totally Killer. I don't know.
You got to watch it. You got to watch it with the wife.
Oh, yeah. Number 6, Final Girls. I don't know. That's another one I'm kind of like, it doesn't sound super scary, but it also.
You've watched like literal Friday the 13th. If Friday the 13th were on this list, where would you put it?
The first one?
Yeah. Where would you rank that on this list of scary? Give people at home a barometer for what you're thinking.
The first Friday the 13th, I would put it number 3, and I would push Witches down.
If you're not scared by Friday the 13th, you're not going to be scared by these other ones. They're just little slasher films.
Okay.
You saw Scream. Where would you put Scream in this list? 3, 4?
4, I guess.
Yeah.
That first opening scene with Drew Barrymore, come on. That got me when I first watched it. I was like,
Scream is a much scarier movie than Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
All right, let me keep going. Number 5, I have Abigail. Yep. Number 4, I have Lost Boys. Number 3, Witches. I still remember the commercials. Still look scary, but if it is a children's movie, I could probably bring myself to do it.
There's children in it, yes.
And then number 2 is Ready or Not. Actually sounds kind of interesting. I wouldn't mind watching that. And number 1 is Happy Death Day, that I actually would like to watch. I do want to see this one. I like that idea of the Groundhog Day. If it's got some comedy in there, then that's cool. If it's got some scares, that's fine. I can make do. But as long as it's not The Conjuring or Insidious levels of scary, then
good. I want to hear what you think of Fright Night.
I'm gonna go watch all of these. At least not right now.
I'm asking for just 2, bro. Is that too much to ask?
So there you go. So there's my ranking of gateway horror movies on what I would be willing to watch, but what else was not included on this list?
Well, there's plenty that we didn't put on because you'd seen them that I think are pretty good gateway ones, like Tucker and Dale vs. Evil, which is very funny.
Great.
Cabin in the Woods, which is kind of a nice little twist on the genre.
Did see that.
Very watchable.
He was Big Adventure.
That's too scary.
Come on,
The Secret of NIMH, far too scary. The Secret of NIMH is terrifying. It's the scariest movie that's ever been made. I think Scream is like a great first horror movie, or like, you know, not depending on your age and tolerance for things. I think that's a really fun one. You can really bounce around that whole you know movie franchise is the word I'm searching for. Anything with zombies I think is great. You know, like Shaun of the Dead, your Train to Busan, your you know, World War Z, 28 Days Later. Any of those I think are great, like kind of gateway horror movies. You get a little bit more of the monster. It's a little easier to detach. I think, you know, the vampire stuff is good. There's lots of good vampire movies out there. I know Brody's a huge Twilight fan.
I am.
Yeah, Monster Squad. You got some comedies like The Burbs. You know, Arachnophobia. If you want to watch a scary spider film.
Ghostbusters. First Ghostbusters.
Yeah, there's a lot of good ones out there.
Event Horizon.
I'm excited.
That's not a gateway horror movie.
I love Event Horizon.
I really liked The Invisible Man. I just watched that recently.
I did see that one.
That is a tense movie, but a good one. I'm excited to kind of get into a. Oh, Golden Child!
Come on,
Bring Her Back. Just I think it's now on Hulu. I really want to watch that. From the people who did Talk to Me. Those are scarier ones. Those are for my fellow horror aficionados out there that like a little bit more scare in their. Like a little spice, a little extra spice. I'm excited to watch that. Drag Me to Hell. That was good.
Ooh, yeah. Sam Raimi.
How about Smile, bro?
Nope.
No? Okay.
They actually, did you see Smile 2 as well?
I haven't seen Smile 2 yet.
You got to see it. It's
okay.
Intense.
April Fool's was one that, you know, I know Dylan and I really liked, but Brody's already seen it, so we didn't put it on the list. That's an old 80s April Fool's.
April Fool's?
April Fool's.
Oh, yeah.
Look, the older by the way, the older it is, the easier it is to not be scared by it. So, you know, if you're looking for a good entrance one, you know, find you know, put on Psycho. What a good movie.
Exorcist.
The Exorcist is that's 70s. You know, I think it's probably when the head's spinning around. I think that by today's standards, maybe not as scary, right? I don't know. The old Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I mean, I don't know. Like it's less scary now than it would have been seeing it the year it came out.
Yeah,
It's just a little bit easier. You said it yourself. Poltergeist. Oh, it's old, so it's fine. You said that. Those are your words, Brody.
Did I say that?
So, these are movies. It's like 43 years ago that movie was made. I'm just, you know, probably some of the effects are gonna feel a little bit by today's standards, maybe a little bit less. You know, you're going to feel a little bit more detachment from it as you kind of watch people get sucked into TVs. And
the dead bodies look real, though.
Look at those graphics.
They're not bodies. They're skeletons. Unbelievable. There's a big difference.
Not to me, there's not.
You come face to face with an actual dead body as opposed to just a nice clean skeleton. I am positive your mind will change. You're walking into a pool of a bunch of fresh dead bodies as opposed to skeletons.
Even though I don't like horror movies, this was fun to go through. A lot of movies that I have not seen, a lot of movies I don't want to see, but this was a good list on things that could be potentials at some point. So I appreciate you guys putting this together for me and making me go through this. So
we should watch Bad Hair as a watch along.
Is that the one with hair?
Yeah, it's like the hair it's like killer hair.
No.
You know at some point that's going to be in a drain and just kind of clump it up. It's going to kill it.
No. Some of us have trichophobia, which is a fear of loose hair. And it actually it's a real thing, and I really don't I can't do drains. My wife has to do them.
I just don't know how you. And I'm not trying to make light of your phobia, bro, but like, how do you have that much hair on your face? I mean, that's got to be little hairs all over the place from that beard of yours.
No, keep it all.
No.
You keep it all. Yep. I love it. He's just by sheer will alone. He's like, you're not falling out.
Get back up there.
No, if I'm in the shower and a beard hair comes out, I get the shower head and I turn it on the hardest nozzle and I blast it down the drain. Because I'm like, I'm not touching that.
He's got
can't touch that.
Like a Roomba that just goes around the bathtub or the shower while he's showering. A little waterproof Roomba.
Oh, be great if I don't have to do it.
Sucking all the. Hey, an aqua Roomba. Hey, you're welcome. $1 million idea there.
There you go.
Hey, let us know if you've seen any of these. If you liked any of these. What was the first horror movie you remember watching? Give us some other gateway ones that kind of got you into the genre. If you like a lot of horror movies, drop some recs for the people out there for this spooky season.
For me,
we look forward to seeing you next time here at Talk Punch. And like and subscribe, and make sure you click on some of these other videos. So many more videos. Not too
Bye.
scary.